Welcome to Fantasy Football Finds. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and if you're anything like me, you're sweating over your fantasy football lineups, trying to turn those losses into wins. But don't worry, I got you covered with the latest insights from the ESPN Plus cheat sheet. Let's talk strategy, injuries, and matchups so you can crush your fantasy league this week. Alright, first up, we've got to talk about Justin Herbert. My guy has been cooking the last 4 weeks. He's scored at least 19 fantasy points per game after a rocky start to the season. Monday night, he faces the Ravens, who've been struggling big time against QBs. So, if you've got Herbert, lock him in. And if you're lucky enough to have receivers like Quentin Johnston or Joshua Palmer, they're also worth considering because Baltimore's defense has been super generous to wideouts. Play Herbert with confidence this week. Next up, let's talk about the Giants and Buccaneers game. Now, Tommy DeVito is starting for the G-Men. Not exactly confidence-inspiring, right? But hold up, Matt Bowen and the ESPN crew think there's some fantasy gold here. Malik Neighbors and Tyrone Tracy Jr. are worth a shot, especially since Tampa Bay's defense has been giving up a ton of points to wide receivers. And for my PPR folks, Wan'Dale Robinson could be a sneaky flex option. Quick tip, if you're thinking about streaming a defense, the Bucs are a spicy option this week. They've been racking up sacks and takeaways. Imagine Todd Bowles dialing up blitzes like he's playing Madden. DeVito better be quick on his feet. Okay, let's shift gears to the Kansas City Chiefs versus Carolina Panthers. Travis Kelce is set to bounce back in a big way. The Panthers defense? Absolute Swiss cheese when it comes to tight ends. If you've got Kelce, you're in for a treat. This guy might just carry your team this week. And hey, if you're in a deeper league, keep an eye on Xavier Legette. The Panthers will probably have to pass a lot, which means more targets for Legette. Alright, Cowboys fans, let's be real. Without Dak Prescott, it's been rough out there. CeeDee Lamb is still producing, but the Commanders' defense has been lights out against wide receivers. And Rico Dowdle? He's a low upside flex at best. If you've got better options, now's the time to pivot. Dolphins versus Patriots, it's Tua time, baby. Tua Tagovailoa is in a solid spot against New England's man-heavy defense. And my sleeper pick here? Demario Douglas from the Pats. He's not flashy, but he's getting the volume. For my risk takers, Kendrick Bourne could be a Hail Mary option if the Patriots are playing catch-up. Let's talk Colts and Lions. Anthony Richardson's back, but let's not get too hyped just yet. The Lions' defense has been one of the toughest for quarterbacks all season. But if you've got Alec Pierce, keep him in your lineup. His deep threat ability matches Richardson's playstyle perfectly. On the Lions side, just start everyone. Seriously, Goff, Gibbs, St. Brown, they're all primed for big days. Now it's time for some rapid-fire advice. Let's go! Start Justin Herbert, Travis Kelce, Amari St. Brown. Sit Jalen Waddle until we see more consistency. Sleeper Trey Benson. He's been getting more touches for the Seahawks and could be a solid flex play. So, set your lineups, people. And remember, check those injury reports before kickoff. That's a wrap for this week's Fantasy Football Finds. Make sure you're subscribed, share this podcast with your league mates, or don't if you're trying to keep the edge. I'll catch you all next week for more tips, tricks, and plenty of trash talk. Until then, good luck, and may your players ball out like it's the Super Bowl.